Yes, class. Beta, today we will start bills of exchange. Okay, bills of exchange. It's numerical. We will start. So first of all, we will learn how to calculate maturity date. Okay, let's see how we will calculate maturity date. Suppose, for example, we will take on 1st January 2013, a bill was drawn for 3 months. Then how we will calculate it? Okay. So let's see. This is for 3 months. So day wise calculation we will not do. How we will calculate it? 1st January to 1st February. 1st February to 1st March. And then 1st March to 1st April. 3 months has gone. From 1st January to 1st month, 1 month has gone. From 1st February to 1st March, 2 months has gone. And March to April, 3 months has gone. On 1st April, the due date is there. Now, we will add 3 days of grace. If we will add 3 days of grace, 1st April and 3 days, then the maturity date will become 4th April. Is our maturity date. I hope this is clear to everyone. Okay. In your exam, you will get a short question of maturity date calculation. So this is maturity date. If it is clear, then we will start for next. Shall we go? Okay. Now, let's take one more. What? On 12th of June, a bill was drawn for 2 months. On 12th June, a bill was drawn for 2 months. So, how we will solve it? Let's see. 12th June to 12th July. 12th July to 12th of August. Okay. 2 months has gone. June to July, July to August. 2 months over. And plus 3 days. जैसे मैं लिख रही हूँ वैसे ही लिखना है. 3 days for grace is equal to the maturity date will become 15th of August. On this date, the bill must be paid. Okay. Now, one important thing is this is the maturity date, 15th of August. 15th of August is a national holiday and it is known to everyone. ऐसा तो नहीं है कि अचानक से आ गई छुट्टी, नहीं ना. Everybody knows it that this is a national holiday. If there on maturity date there is any national holiday, then the next working day will become maturity date. So how we will write the answer? We will write answer that 15th August is a national holiday. Therefore maturity date is 16th of August. I hope this is clear to everyone. If there is any national holiday, then 16th of August, next day of that holiday will become maturity date. If you will write your answer 15th August, you will get 0. So along with this reason, you have to give that the maturity date, as per calculation, it is 15th August. Due to this reason, the maturity date will be 16th of August. All these things you have to mention in your answer. Okay. Suppose, first of all, how many national holidays are there in India? There are 3 national holidays. on say 26th of January, 2nd October and 15th August. These are the three national holidays, and this is understood to everyone that on these days everything will be closed. It is a national holiday, so next day of that holiday will be the maturity date. Is it clear to everyone? Now let's go for one more example.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's have one more example. Now suppose on 1st of July a bill was drawn for 3 months. Let's see how to calculate. 1st July to 1st August. 1st August to 1st September. 1st September to 1st October. Okay? I should make it like this. 11th of. Okay? 11th of July, if we will draw a bill for 3 months, then 11th July to 11th August, August to September, September to October. 11th of October plus 3 days for grace period. It will become 14th of October. 14th October is the maturity date. Suppose due to any reason government has declared close on this day. The government has declared holiday on this day. It may be a holiday due to some new Jayanti they are going to celebrate, or this may be due to some national leader's death, or any reason. Maybe some corona may be there, some bomb blast may be there, some anything, any reason may be there. So if this day is suddenly,
हेलो यार, मैं बात नहीं कर सकता, मेरी क्लास चल रही है.
this is not planned. Okay, this is not planned holiday. It is suddenly announced, suddenly declared that this day will be a holiday. Then it's before day, previous day. 13th of October will be the maturity date. Suppose जैसे अभी किसान वाला हुआ था, भारत बंद ऑन 25th ऑफ सितंबर था ना, अगर वो कहते 14th ऑफ अक्टूबर को किसान बिल के अगेंस्ट में भारत बंद है, देन इन सच केस ऑटोमेटिकली पहले वो वाला केस कंसीडर नहीं होगा, पहली बात तो क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट हैज नॉट डिक्लेयर्ड बंद, भारत बंद का डिक्लेरेशन गवर्नमेंट ने नहीं किया है, तो वो कंसीडर नहीं होगा एक बात। और किसी वजह से अगर गवर्नमेंट डिक्लेयर करती है तो उससे पहले वाली डेट विल बिकम मैच्योरिटी डेट। क्या बताया मैंने? दो बातें बताई। नेशनल हॉलीडे है तो नेक्स्ट डे विल बी द मैच्योरिटी डेट, अगर सडनली डिक्लेयर्ड छुट्टी है, कोई हॉलीडे है, तो उससे पहले वाली डेट विल बिकम मैच्योरिटी डेट। क्लियर एवरीवन? लेट्स गो फॉर नेक्स्ट, वन मोर एग्जांपल वी विल टेक। Now this time 1st of January a bill was drawn for 90 days. This time it is not given month wise, it is given day wise. Okay, so we have to calculate every day, each day calculation will be done. You will see it carefully. See how. On 5th of January the bill was drawn, so how we will start the calculation? We will start calculation of days from 6th of January. From 6th of January next day we will start calculation. और मंथ वाले में भी तो हम यही कर रहे थे ना, अगर 1st जनवरी को बिल लिखा है तो 1st फरवरी को एक महीने का क्या मतलब है? बिकॉज फ्रॉम 2nd जनवरी टू 1st फरवरी, ठीक है, जिस दिन बिल होता है, बिल लिखते हैं, उसके नेक्स्ट डे से कैलकुलेशन शुरू करते हैं। तो वो भी तो हमने मंथ वाइज जब कर रहे थे, द सेम थिंग वी वर डूइंग दैट फ्रॉम 1st जनवरी से 1st फरवरी 1 मंथ नहीं होता, 2nd जनवरी से 1st फरवरी तक 1 मंथ होता है, फिर 2nd फरवरी से 1st मार्च तक 1 मंथ होता है। ओके, जो हमने अभी तक क्लियर नहीं किया था, अब क्लियर कर रही हूँ मैं ये बात, क्योंकि अब हमें यहाँ डेज में कैलकुलेशन करनी है। सो बिल वाज ड्रॉन ऑन 5th ऑफ जनवरी एंड वी विल स्टार्ट कैलकुलेशन फ्रॉम 6th ऑफ जनवरी। 6th ऑफ जनवरी से कैलकुलेट करना शुरू करो, हाउ मेनी डेज आर देयर इन जनवरी मंथ? ओके, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30। जनवरी कितने दिन का होता है? 31 का, तो एक और दिन बढ़ा दो, 31। कितने दिन हो गए? जल्दी से कैलकुलेट करके बताओ मेरे को, कितने दिन हो गए? जनवरी में कितने मंथ दिन बचे हुए? 26 days. Is it? Okay. Now 1st February will start. 1st February से हम कैलकुलेशन करेंगे. Let's see how much. Suppose it is 2020. If it is 2020, leap year we have to consider. Leap year का ध्यान रखना है हमें. अगर ये leap year नहीं है तो एक 28 days का होगा February. चलिए हम 19 मान के चलते हैं. This is not a leap year, so February is for 28 days. So in February complete 28 days will be there. Total कितने हो गए? 40, 54 days हुए अभी. Okay. मार्च भी लेते हैं. 1st March. मार्च में 31 डेज होते हैं. कितने हो गए? 85 डेज. अभी 5 डेज बाकी है ना? तो 1st अप्रैल से लेकर के 5th of अप्रैल तक 5 डेज है ना? 5th of अप्रैल तक प्लस 3 डेज ऑफ ग्रेस. ग्रेस डेज भी लेना है हमें. सो कितना हो जाएगा? 5th अप्रैल में 3 डेज प्लस करेंगे. इट विल बिकम 8th of अप्रैल. This will be our maturity date. Is it clear or not to everyone? Now you give me answer better. Every day, each day will be calculated and you have to clear in your mind that if the bill was drawn on 5th, then calculation will start from 6th. 6th will be the first day. Okay? And February you have to keep in your mind whether it is a leap year or not a simple year it is, 28 days or 29 days. Then plus 3 days of grace we will give, and this will be our maturity date. So this is the calculation of maturity date. Now one more important thing. One important thing is, suppose on this day, if it is a national holiday, again we will follow the same thing. What? National holiday के next day will become maturity date, or suddenly declared holiday, then before day will become maturity. Clear everyone? I hope this is clear to everyone. है ना? Now the important thing is that if nothing is given in your question, then you will always make 3 days plus. Always you will make 3 days plus. But if in your question it is given that the maturity date will be calculated without considering 3 days, without giving grace days, so in such case you will not give it. In such case you will not give it, and the maturity date will be 5th of April will become your maturity date. Clear? But if it is specially mentioned, that you have to ignore it. If nothing given, then 100% you have to give these 3 extra days. Then it will become maturity. I hope it is clear. Okay. Let's go. We will learn now journal entries. We will just do the beginning of this, and tomorrow we will do the numerical property. Now, I will say a story. What is this story? A is the shopkeeper. B came to purchase the material. A sold goods to B. B says that I don't have money. After 1 month, I'll give you. A says, okay, but I don't trust you. That is why I will draw a bill on you, and you accept that bill. B says, okay, I accept it. Okay. So up to here, we will learn how to, this story will be recorded, will be written here in accounting language. So here in this story, there are 2 characters, A and B. One, A is the seller and B is the purchaser. 2 characters are there. Okay, we will draw line here. In your register, no need to draw line. Just on one page, you will draw journal entries for A. On another page or after A, you can draw journal entries for B. I have only single page, single side of board. That is why I have made it 2 pages. Okay. First of all, A's books. In A's books, I'll make entry here, and here I'll make entry B's books. If you don't feel comfortable up and down, then side by side you can also divide your page into 2 parts, and you can make the entries side by side if you feel comfortable. I think this part will be better comfortable. Okay, in A's book, as per A is the seller. Story कहाँ से शुरू हुई थी? A sold goods to B. Okay, what the entry should be prepared in books of A? A sold goods to B. To sales, है ना? If against of this we are receiving cash, no. So we will write here B's capital account, debit. We will write here rupees 1000. Okay. Next one is goods sold. Narration भी लिखेंगे. Being goods sold, simply narration you will write. Okay. And afterward, A says, give my money. If you are not giving my money, I'll draw a bill on you, and you have to accept it. B says, okay, I'll accept it. Okay. Now, whole story. A, now listen the sentences. A drawn bill, B accepted and returned back to A. Okay, so there is one meaning that A got bills receivable, one of the assets he got for 1000 rupees, and B should give cash. Rather than cash, B has given something else. What? Bills receivable. So A has received bill and B's account will be finished off. Bill B ने कुछ दे दिया है, कुछ क्या? Bills दे दिया है. Okay? B ने bill दे दिया है, तो bills account will be finished off. Against of it this finished, B का account close करके क्या asset raise हो गई? पहले B debtor था, debtor finish हो गया, दूसरी asset raise हुई bills receivable. Debtor finish off हो गया debit से credit में transfer करके, और उसकी जगह पे क्या खड़ा हो गया? Bills receivable नाम की asset खड़ी होगी. आज सिर्फ इतना सिखाऊंगी. Let's go for another side. स्टोरी को लंबा कल करेंगे, ठीक है? Let's go for another side. If A says that I sold goods, so in B's book, what B will say? That I purchased goods. So how B will record it? Purchases account debit to, from A he purchased na, from A's capital account for 1000 rupees. Just opposite of this. A की books में A का नाम कभी नहीं आता, so A will write another party's name and it is sale transaction. For B, it is a purchase transaction and the opposite party's name will be written here. Just opposite of it we are making without using our mind. We used our mind here and we just copy down with reverse here. Okay. Now, if A is receiving bill, that means the same bill is payable for B and B is giving. If bills receivable is raising of asset, increase of asset, then for B it is increase in liability. Increase in liability goes in credit side, so we will write in credit. What? A was our creditor. Let's finish A. A को यहाँ finish कर देंगे credit से debit में डाल करके. Bill is drawn and acceptance is done. I hope this much is clear to everyone. Is it beta? If you have any problem, then you may ask.